My beloved child, pause for just a moment. In the midst of life's busyness, the noise of the world, and the rush of your own thoughts, I am calling you back into stillness. In this very moment, it is just you and me. Open your heart and listen with your whole being, because these words are meant for no one else but you. I know you are tired. I see the things you do not speak aloud, the silent tears, the unanswered questions, the long nights when you try to appear strong. But now, you no longer have to hold it all together. I am here to embrace you, to remind you that you are not alone. I have been watching over every step you take. Even when you thought no one understood you, even when no one seemed to see your pain, I saw it all. I have not merely observed from afar. I walked with you through every hard road. I stood beside you when you felt lost, and today I am calling you with unconditional love and limitless compassion. Allow yourself to rest in my arms. Let me lift your weary soul, dry your tears, and soothe the wounds that still linger. Do not let past failures or the silence of others make you forget your worth. In my eyes, you are always precious. Not because of what you achieve, but because you are mine. My love does not depend on your circumstances. Whether you are strong or weak, full of faith or struggling with doubt, I still love you. I promised I would never leave you, and that promise remains unbroken. I have never forgotten you, and I never will. You do not need to earn this love. All I ask is that you pause, that you open your heart, that you allow me to enter the center of your life. In the middle of every storm, this is your safe place. My love, given entirely and forever to you. Stay with me a little longer. Do not rush. There are things I can only whisper when your soul is truly still. And now, I say this to you. I love you, I have never left you, and you will never be forgotten. When you begin to listen, when your heart gently opens to receive the tender light I pour upon you, there is one more thing I want you to know. Something important. Something deeply necessary for the journey ahead. It is this. Trust in me with all your heart. Hold back no doubt. Humans often place their trust in what they can see, but I am the one who exists beyond what eyes can perceive. I do not come with noise. I arrive in stillness. I do not appear in dazzling lights. I come quietly to the heart that waits. I know there have been days when you prayed and heard no answer, when you waited and saw no change, and you began to doubt whether I was truly listening. But today I want you to know every word you spoke, every sigh you breathed, every silent tear that fell. None of it was ever overlooked. I have listened to you, more closely than anyone ever could. I care about the smallest details, the things the world ignores. I keep my promises. And I am never late when you feel lost, when your choices feel unclear, when every path seems to lead to nowhere. Do not try to carry it alone. Come back, come find me. I am the resting place for your weary soul, the quiet seat in the windswept desert. You do not need to have the answers. You do not need a perfect plan. Just believe, just take one step toward me. Even a small step, and I will run to embrace you. I do not promise you will never feel sadness, or that you will never stumble. But I do promise, you will never have to walk alone. My arms remain open. They have never closed. Even when you turned away, even when you stayed silent, I have waited, I have loved. I am still here, ready. Place your trust in me, for there you will find a strength the world cannot give, a comfort no human word can reach, a sweetness nothing else can replace. I am where peace begins, and I am also where every storm will end. After you have listened to my gentle call, after you have placed your trust in me now, come with me and look back at the footsteps left along the path you have walked. How many times did you think you could not go on? How many moments did you sit in silence, overwhelmed by despair, thinking no one heard the silent cry rising from your heart? But remember this, it was in those very moments that I came to you quietly, tenderly lifting you up with hands no one else could see, and placing you back on your trembling feet. Do you remember the day you stumbled? I did not scold you. I did not walk away. I simply whispered to you, "Stand up again, I believe you can still continue." And you did continue, not by your own strength, but by mine, poured into your weary heart. Every time you called my name, whether in tears or in silence, I heard you. Every time you asked for something in your small, trembling faith, I remembered. And though I may not always answer right away, I have never forgotten a single one of your prayers. The miracles that have happened are not only in the past, they are living proof that I am alive, that I am moving, that I will continue to do wonders in your life. Nothing is too small for my care, nothing is too great for my power. Hold those memories close to your heart, like a quiet flame warming your soul on a cold day. Your faith will be nourished by remembering that I saved you once, and I will save you again. Do not let your present circumstances make you forget the grace you once received. Do not let today's troubles erase the wonders I performed for you yesterday, and never believe that miracles only belong in books. Miracles are still arriving, still unfolding, and they will come exactly when you need them most. Hold fast to your faith, not because of what you see, but because of what you have lived through, and believe this. Every word I speak will never return empty, but will accomplish everything I have planned for your life. I have seen the way you silently pray for others, even while your own heart longs for comfort. I have watched you kneel down, not to ask for yourself, but to lift up your hopes for the peace of your loved ones. Quietly, I received those prayers, and I kept them like sacred poems whispered into the night. There are things you've never said out loud, wounds you've hidden away, thinking they weren't important. But I have missed nothing. I know the nights when you lie awake, tears falling not for yourself, but for the ones you love who are hurting. You thought I did not see, but I have seen everything, and because of that, your gratitude shines even more brightly in my eyes. You do not need to wait for life to be easy in order to be thankful. I see your heart give thanks even in scarcity. To praise me in the midst of pain is a deep act of faith, and that faith is already opening doors to miracles in your life. Even when you don't ask, I still give. Even when you do not demand, I still pour out abundance. You often feel unworthy to receive anything good, but I do not bless you because you are worthy. I bless you because I love you. My love does not count merits, nor does it measure prayers. It flows from my endless compassion and from the honor I give to a humble heart. So keep living in gratitude. Give thanks each time the sun rises. Even when your heart feels heavy, speak praise. Even when your circumstances remain the same, because these simple acts will strengthen your faith and bring peace to your soul that words cannot describe. Do not hesitate when you don't know what to pray for. There are times when no words are needed. I still understand, and even without requests I still give. You are not forgotten. Each time you live in gratitude, you are one step closer to the promise I have spoken over you. Hold that light in your heart, for I am using your humility and gratitude to perform miracles for you and for the ones you have prayed for in silence. I know there are days when you try so hard and no one seems to notice, when you carry the weight of pressure alone, and no one truly understands. You endure in silence, forcing a smile so that others won't worry. And then, when you are by yourself, you sit quietly and ask, "Am I really there? Do I truly see your efforts?" Today, I tell you clearly I am here, and I see everything. Not a single sacrifice you make is wasted. Not one drop of sweat or tear has been forgotten. I see when you are overlooked, when your words are misunderstood, when your heart is judged through cold and distant eyes, and in those moments I am gently warming your soul with my tenderness. I chose you long ago, before you could even speak my name, before you knew anything about my love. I called you by your true name and set apart a path only you can walk. That path cannot be taken by anyone else, for it was created uniquely for you. Do not lose heart when others doubt you. When some try to block your way, they do not hold what I have promised. Your destiny is not in human hands. It is safely held in mine. And my hands do not tremble or let go. Each time you feel like giving up, remember the times I saved you. Remember the nights when you had no strength left to pray. Yet the morning came and you were still there, still standing because I lifted you up with my power. You do not need to compete with anyone, for what belongs to you will come to you at the right time, not early, not late. As long as you hold on to faith and keep walking, even if it's one small, slow step at a time, you may not see the results yet. But the seeds you have planted are quietly taking root. In the soil I have prepared, I am working in the unseen, because what I am preparing for you is more than a reward. It is my confirmation that you are the one I have chosen, and you will always be under my care. Do not lose heart, my child, for you are drawing closer to the very promise I whispered to you from the beginning. Among all the things you could offer me today, I do not ask for grand sacrifices. I ask for one simple yet priceless thing, your heart. Not just a portion. Not only when you are joyful and trusting, then closing off when sorrow comes. I am not looking for a half-hearted faith, because such faith easily fades when trials arrive. I desire a heart that is fully given, loyal and unconditional, because when you offer it completely, you open the door for me to enter and heal every hidden corner within you. You have feared loving again, feared trusting again, feared being hurt once more, but I am not like the world. I will not disappoint you. I will not let you fall. I am the safest refuge for your tender heart. Believe this. Even if your heart has been broken, it is still the place where I long to dwell. For I do not come to demand, I come to restore, not to judge, but to embrace and make new again. When you give your heart to me, everything in your life will begin to change. Not because your circumstances have changed, but because you have. Because now you will live guided by love, not driven by fear. After giving me your heart, the next thing you must carry every day is deep gratitude. Be grateful that you are still breathing, that each morning you can hear the birds sing, that there is still someone calling your name with love. You may not have everything you desire, but you already have all that I know is needed for today. And it is this gratitude in the present that unlocks miracles for tomorrow. Gratitude may not change circumstances instantly, but it transforms the way you face them. You will complain less and appreciate more. You will stop blaming and begin blessing. Each word of thanks is a declaration to the darkness that you still believe, that you still hope, that you are not defeated. I see every quiet thank you within you. Each time you choose gratitude over bitterness, hope over complaint. It stirs the heavens on your behalf. And now the final thing I ask of you today. Share what you have received. Someone sitting beside you, maybe smiling with a shattered heart, maybe living as though they've already given up, and they need this message. The one you are holding right now. You don't need to be a preacher, just someone who has encountered my love. No eloquent arguments required, only a sincere heart. Write about what I have done for you. Speak it when someone needs to hear. Send a message when someone is losing faith. Because you never know that small act might become the reason someone chooses to keep going. And when you share my love, you will not run empty. You will be filled even more, with peace, with strength, with doors you never had to knock on, because I myself will open them for you. This world needs light, and you are that light. You have received. Now it is time to give. And as you do, heaven will open, blessings will overflow, and you will see, I do not only perform miracles in you, I perform miracles through you. I know you are tired. There have been long nights when you lay awake, not because your body was weary, but because your soul was carrying too many burdens with no name. You try to appear strong, but there are moments when all you want is to let go, to disappear for a while from everything. Today I come to remind you of this truth. You were not created to live in endless suffering. You were not born to be tormented by fear, weariness, or darkness. You were born for life, for light, for restoration and true peace. I rose from the dead, not just to conquer death for myself, but to open a new path for you, a path of new life, a life no longer bound by the words that wounded you, by the past that haunts you, or the failures that discouraged you. You may have fallen, but that is not the final chapter of your story. When I step in, everything can be rewritten with mercy, as the ink, and unconditional love as the page. Do not let lies take the place of truth. The truth is, you have worth. Not because of what you've achieved, but because you belong to me. You are the child of the King of Kings, and nothing, no circumstance, can strip that away. I did not say you would never be tired, but I promise this: I will always be your resting place. When you cannot go on, I did not promise a path free of thorns, but I have gone before you. And I myself am the way, the truth, and the life. Rise again. Even if your legs still tremble, step out of the weariness. Not in your own strength, but in my promise. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You don't need to win by fighting alone. Win by taking my hand and letting me walk ahead of you. The weariness will pass. The fear will fade, because you are being upheld by a power not of this world, but by a heart that once was pierced just to love you. How many times have you looked back at the past with eyes full of regret? How many times have you blamed yourself for the wrong choices you made? You keep trying to move forward, but deep down, you still carry memories that make you hesitate every time you try to take a step ahead. Today I come to tell you it is time to let go. Not because I deny what happened, but because I want you to know. The past no longer has power over you. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are not bound by the failures of yesterday. For the moment your heart turned toward me, the old has passed away and everything has been made new. I know that deep within you there is a longing, not just for someone or a season now gone, but a longing for me. A longing for the peace your soul once knew when it was close to me. I hear that silent cry from your heart. I see your yearning to return, and I do not turn you away. No matter how far you've gone, my arms are still open wide, because not for one day have I stopped longing for your return. Do not let old sins separate you from me any longer. I do not accuse, I heal. I do not record your failures. I rewrite your future. Come near to me and drink from the fountain of life, a source not only to quench your physical thirst, but to heal the hidden wounds of your soul. Each time you drink from this spring, I restore you. New life begins to bloom within you, and the sorrowful memories fade like morning mist before the rising sun. Do not be afraid to begin again, for I will not let you start over alone. I will walk with you step by step, day by day. Even if slow, even if weak, I will hold your hand and lead you through every bend in the road. Today is a new day, a blank page, and I am writing something good upon it, not in the ink of the past, but in the ink of hope, drawn from my unchanging love. You have been forgiven, you can begin again, and this time you will not walk alone. I know everything that has happened in your life since you were a child. Your eyes once shone brightly with hope. Your smile was once innocent and whole. But then the world began leaving marks on your heart, through betrayal, through deception, through promises that were never kept. Someone once promised to stay, then left without a word. Someone once looked at you like a treasure, then turned their back and left you in pieces. I saw all of it. I heard every silent cry, even when you didn't say a word. But my dear, I never abandoned you in that past. I walked with you through every step. I protected you through every storm of your childhood. And now I come to tell you this. It is time to rise and begin a new journey. This journey doesn't start with your effort, but with my invitation. Step out from the shadows, out from behind the curtains of guilt, shame, and rejection, and walk into the place where you truly belong. My heart. There is no judgment there, only a gaze filled with love. No accusations, only a deep understanding that reaches the depths of your soul. You are not forgotten. Your name is not only written in a book, it is engraved upon my very heart. Every time you hurt, my heart aches with you. Every time you smile, I rejoice with you. This new path I've prepared won't always be easy, but I promise you won't walk it alone. You no longer have to guard your heart, for I will be your fortress, your shield, the place where you can rest your head without fear of further pain. Don't believe that it's too late to begin again. With me, there is no such thing as too late, only moments perfectly chosen by love. And today is one of them. So rise, wipe your tears, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I belong to you. I've always been here, waiting for you to return, to begin a new chapter together, one no longer chased by the past, but gently led by me. That journey begins today with the first step of a child who is loved, forgiven and guided by the hand of the Creator. There are times when you look around and feel that everything is against you. You hear people say you're not good enough. You see your circumstances becoming more hopeless. And you ask yourself, is God really at work? Today I tell you this. Stop looking with your natural eyes. Start seeing with the eyes of faith. Your eyes may see failure, but faith sees an opportunity for me to work a miracle. Your eyes may see closed doors, but faith sees the door. I am quietly opening elsewhere. Your eyes may see weakness, but faith sees the strength I am giving you, a strength that does not come from you, but from me, the one who never changes. Do not let your ears be filled with negativity. Do not let your eyes focus only on what you lack, for if you do, your mind will drift away from me, and you will forget that I can do all things. Even when everything says it is impossible, remember this, I am not limited by circumstances, not limited by time, not limited by human voices, for I am the Creator of all things, and my power is boundless. When the world says you are not worthy, I say you have been chosen. When they say the door is closed, I say I am the door, and no one can shut what I have opened. Do not let the truths of the world drown out the truth from heaven. The truth is that I am at work. Even when your eyes cannot see it, I am restoring. Even when your hands cannot yet touch it, I am rewriting your story with chapters of resurrection, pages of miracles, lines filled with hope. Rise up and see everything again through faith. Not faith in yourself, but in me, the one who holds all power. Then you will see. What seemed immovable will begin to shift. What seemed barren will begin to bloom. Faith does not deny reality, but places reality under my authority. And when you choose to see through faith, you will no longer live within limits. But in the unlimited realm of my love and power, I am doing something new. You only need to believe, and I will fulfill it. Listen to me in the stillness of your soul, for I am doing a new thing within you, something greater than you ever imagined, something no one can deny. A transformation beginning deep within, and it will radiate through your entire life. I know you have felt weary. You once believed you would never break free from the wounds of the past. But today I am opening a new chapter in your story. You are no longer who you used to be. I am reshaping you from the inside out, so that even those who once looked down on you will stand in awe of the glory I have placed within you. You won't need to explain yourself. The change in you will speak for itself, because I am not only changing what others see, I am transforming the way you think, the way you live, the way you love. And from there, everything around you will begin to shift. Your family will no longer be a place of strife, but a place of peace. No longer a home filled with burdens, but a sanctuary overflowing with rest. When I enter a life, I do not merely change a person, I restore generations. You once thought happiness was far away, but I am leading you closer to it each day, not through an easy path, but through a path paved with faith and obedience. You had wandered far, but now you are returning to your true self, and returning to me, the one who has waited for you all along. Do not be surprised when people ask, "What has changed about you?" Do not hesitate when they wonder, "How can you smile in such circumstances?" Just smile and say, "Because God is alive in me, I myself will be the answer to every transformation you are experiencing. I have begun this good work, and I will not stop until you are made whole in the image I have destined for you. No one can stop this. No past can erase it, for the renewal that comes from me is eternal. It is a miracle written by love and sustained by power. Stand firm in faith, for the renewal has begun, and it will touch every corner of your life. From this day forward, you shall no longer live as your old self, but as a new creation. In the hands of the one who made all things, there are things you believe no one could ever understand, wounds you've hidden so deeply that even you no longer wish to mention them. But I know them all, because I walked that path before you. I was betrayed by those closest to me. I loved with all my heart, only to be rejected. I experienced loneliness to the deepest depths. I carried the pain of all humanity upon my shoulders. So I understand deeply, not just with my mind, but through the experience of a heart once broken by love. You do not need to pretend to be strong before me. Come as you are in truth. Cry if you need to cry, speak if you are weary. For I do not see these as weakness. I see them as signs of a brave child, one who has endured much and now simply needs to be held. You think you're fighting alone, but in truth I have been in that battle with you from the beginning. When you were exhausted, I lifted you up. When you had no more words left to pray, my spirit interceded for you. No power, no enemy can separate you from the love I have for you. Because I do not just love you in word, but in action I fight for you. I protect you. I guard your future from dangers you haven't even seen yet. And my child, you are not as weak as you think. Within you is a strength that defies every limit. Not a strength born of self, but one born of faith. A faith even the size of a mustard seed can move mountains because it is placed in the right place. In me believe that I am working even when you cannot see. I am arranging, redirecting, opening new paths, and every trouble will bow at my name. Do not let pain cloud your vision. Do not let lies make you forget who is fighting beside you. I am the one who never loses a battle, and if I am fighting for you, the outcome is already determined. You will win. So lift your head. Keep walking forward with a courageous heart, with an unshakable faith. Because you are not walking alone. You are walking under the covering of a love that never leaves. There are days when you wake up and feel nothing. No hope, no joy, no way out of what you're going through. The burdens silently pile on your shoulders, and sorrow seeps into your heart like a heavy mist that refuses to lift. I know it all. Not a single tear you shed goes unseen by me. Not a single thought in your heart escapes. My understanding, I do not condemn you for your weakness. On the contrary, I am holding you in the midst of all the fragility no one else sees. Today, I want to remind you of this. You were not born to live under the weight of sorrow. I did not create you to be drowned in darkness or negativity. I created you for life, for light, for enduring joy. Do not let sorrow take the place meant for joy, for hope, and for my presence. If you keep letting your mind chase after what has not yet happened, or dwell on words already spoken, or on things that pull you down, you will lose direction and miss the sound of my gentle voice calling your name each morning. I am in control of everything in your life, not just the outer circumstances, but the inner emotions of your soul. When you give me your whole heart, I will guard it. I will clean every dark corner and light up every shadowed space within you. Hold on to joy. Not because everything is perfect, but because you know I am at work. Rejoice not because you are strong, but because you know I am the one sustaining you. Your joy doesn't have to be loud, just quiet enough to silence sorrow when it knocks. Do not stay sitting in the dark. Stand up, take a step, even if small. Each step in faith brings you closer to healing. You are not being left behind. You are being led by the one who never loses his way and never lets you get lost. Keep walking with eyes of faith, with a heart that longs for life. For I am the one who loves you. I go before you, making a way and calling you forward with a heart full of hope. It is time now. I want you to pause and look back on the journey you have walked, not to relive the pain, but to recognize the courage in every step you took. I saw how you never gave up, even on days you felt like collapsing, even on nights when tears fell with no one knowing. You still chose to rise, and that, my child, is what I cherish most. I witnessed every silent battle you never spoke of. I was there when you thought you were alone. And today I say to you, everything I have prepared for you goes far beyond anything you have ever hoped for. Everything you thought was lost, I am arranging to restore. Everything you believed was delayed, I am turning into perfect timing. You don't need to understand it all. Just remember this: I am not the one who forgets what he promises. I am the one who fulfills every word. And when I speak, not even heaven or earth can stop it. I know there are voices trying to plant doubt in you, thoughts reminding you of failure. But do not let those voices make you forget all the victories I have already given you. Do not forget the moments you thought you would never make it. But somehow you did. Not because you were strong, but because I was there and I am still here. Victory is not a distant dream. It is a reality shaped by faith. And if your faith is in me, that victory is already certain. No one can take it away. No circumstance can erase it. Because I have declared it over your life. Take a deep breath and walk forward in confidence. You are walking on a path protected by unchanging love. I have been with you from the beginning, and I will never leave you, not because of failure, not because of weakness, not because of falling down. I love you fully, and that love is eternal. Remember, you are not just a survivor, you are a victor. Not because you never fell, but because you dared to rise with me. And from this day forward, each step you take will not just be progress, but a triumph, a song of victory that you and I will sing together in a love that never fades.